Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 16th of April. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director of Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. This week we have Evolution Mining, Centre Group, Magellan Financial, Bravara Solutions and Alkane. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you've signed up to the newsletter. Make sure you share this video on social media. If you do enjoy these videos, we'd love to get a review from you on Facebook or Google. Remember, we do have other services if you need help with your portfolio. Check out our portfolio management services. And finally, anything in this video is general advice only. So we'll start with a daily chart of Evolution Mining. So we had a look at this one a few weeks ago. Around here, we noted the false break where it made a slightly new low here in March compared to December before jumping off it quite convincingly. So it's done well since then. Obviously there was some resistance here at around 460, but a couple of days ago we saw it gap up on good volume, and then yesterday in the middle of the day it was down at these lower levels, but it managed to recover and close near the highs of that previous day. So far this breakaway gap is looking pretty good. It's trading well through resistance here, so I'd expect it to go on. Naturally, I'd be expecting a retest of last year's high up here, so I think there's still further upside at the moment for Evolution. So this is Centre Group. If I start off with a weekly chart, you can see that it's just been underperforming for the last few years. So even before the virus, it just wasn't really an investment you'd want to be in. If we go back to the daily, we could see that it's trading well for now. Obviously, it's been heading higher since those lows in mid-March, but it's got a long way to go to get anywhere back up towards these levels. So a lot of stocks have done a decent recovery since then. This one still has a long way to go. So that doesn't necessarily mean there's a lot of upside. I just think that it's a weak stock and it probably needs to use up more time around these levels. So for the moment it looks like edging higher, but I don't think it's going to make much headway for a while. Magellan Financials. So this is one that we got back into a couple of weeks ago for my clients. It's been doing well. I wouldn't chase it here. We're basically back into a zone where there's going to be quite a bit of resistance. So we could see that this region here where it's now in, will basically offer a bit of resistance. So it may well come back a little bit or consolidate. And I think if it sort of eases back and just settles down, then it would be ready for another run. But just for the short term, you don't necessarily need to be chasing it. Bravara, so we've had a good bounce off the lows. Price action's looking pretty good. It's been making good headway since those lows. If I have a look at how far it's come, look at our Fibonacci tool, we could see it's almost at the 50% retracement level. So it may well encounter, so that level was around here. We could see that it was a turning point a few times in the past. So it may well encounter some resistance here and ease back. So just looking at sort of the high, low and the high here, basically if it was to come back, I'd want to see it hold on to this low. So if it can come back and hold above 350, then I think that would be a better entry point than chasing it here at a possible resistance level. And finally, Alkane, price action looks pretty bullish. It had a bit of an uncertain start here after that initial bounce, but the last couple of weeks it's been trading very well, gapping up here and holding on to those gains yesterday, and we can see that it's made quite a bit of progress from where it came from. I think if this is, let's say, a breakaway gap, I think it needs to hold this gap here near 80 cents. So any Any price action needs to sort of round out closer to 80. I don't really want to see it come back into this gap. So if it was to do that, hold on quite nicely and make another move, I'd expect a retest of this old high. Okay, well that's it for this week. If you have a request, send it through.